We didn't need the audio for that.
You might want to press record again. Just have video.
Starting off strong today. All right.
Ready?
Yep. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Fandom Fusion Podcast. I'm Rob. With me is Cassie and Chris.
Hello.
This weekend, well, actually, it came out tonight. Comes out tonight. We're going to be talking about Deadpool and Wolverine. We're going to see it Saturday, so no spoilers on here, or I will cancel all of you. I had to make sure it was serious enough, but you guys laughing ruined everything.
I'm so sorry.
I only laughed because she laughed.
I laugh in serious situations if it makes you feel any better.
Are you guys excited? I'm excited.
I am excited.
I'm also scared.
It's Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds. What can go wrong?
Very true. All right, so
a lot.
their duo is so good, though.
Yeah.
I mean, they threw in Greatest Showman in the movie.
Yeah.
It's gonna be funny.
No, that's a spoiler.
I feel like
it's literally not. There's pictures everywhere of the soundtrack for it already.
I feel like I don't know if I can say that on
Well,
here.
we can wait. What we're gonna do first is we're gonna do housekeeping. Just do our news before. We'll talk about Deadpool and Wolverine afterwards, and if we think it's gonna save Marvel or not, because ever since Endgame and stuff, they haven't really been on the greatest run.
Absolutely.
So Cassie, start us off with your news.
Okay.
All
I
right.
have two things.
Two things.
First thing is Hunter x Hunter manga will be back September 4th of this year.
Oh,
Was
it's
that one
coming out this year?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Not that I have read it, but
that is one of mine.
And that is also one of mine.
and
Well,
that is
we're
why
I
all
have
screwed.
more to add on to it, though.
and this is why Cassie goes first.
Can I just piggyback off of that real quick? It is so they will be releasing 208 pages of the manga.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So and I'm really excited for it.
Yeah.
Fun
This is
fact
gonna
about
be-
that real quick. The writer, I can't remember his name. He actually put out 4 potential endings.
In the same book? Or just
as an article type thing in an interview, and he said that himself only likes one. The
Oh.
fans want one, he wants another. So that's gonna be a weird
But maybe
toss-up.
it'll be like an FMAB and Full Metal situation where they end up doing 2 different.
Oh, like the writers did one, and
Yeah.
then they did the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
This is the Dark Continent, right? Or however.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Very excited.
My other thing was,
Yeah.
I don't remember if we talked about it last week. There were 3 episodes for anime that were ranked, the top 3 was One Piece episode 1,112.
Yeah, and then the recent Demon Slayer one.
It was 9.8, and then it was Demon Slayer, or it might have been 9.9, 9.8.
One Piece was
and the-
9.7.
No, the third One Piece episode was 9.7. There were 3. It went One Piece, Demon Slayer, One Piece.
Okay.
My news is Demon Slayer surpassed One Piece because the episode, I think it's 1112, with Shanks, is now, it dropped down to 9.7, but Demon Slayer stayed at 9.8.
Nice.
I did see that.
So, I don't know what goes into that ranking, but
I mean, that makes sense. When the episode first dropped for Demon Slayer, they tanked it.
really,
Yep.
They gave it like a 4. They threw it in the garbage, said nope.
yeah.
And then a week later, it was just like they didn't apologize, nothing. It just went up.
Oh,
I know that they did the entire arc as a 6,
Yeah.
and then the very last episode was a 9.8.
well, that's, I feel with One Piece, it gets a lot of hype, even though a lot of people hate on it. There's still a huge following for it, and Demon Slayer is getting more attention, I feel like, from people that are just getting into anime.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that One Piece has been around forever, and it's still great, but Demon Slayer is having its little time to shine.
I agree.
Because isn't Demon Slayer concluding?
Yes.
Yeah.
One Piece is not. So they
Yeah.
have many
I mean,
opportunities.
According to Oda, One Piece is in its last arc.
Oh, wait, Egghead is the last arc?
No.
One more?
There's multiple islands for the last arc.
Oh, gotcha.
Do you want to go or you want me to go next?
Go for it. I got a lot.
So does he.
if you take
Issues.
mine, you right.
You right.
So if you take some of mine, I'll still have more.
All right, so first one for me is JJK manga is supposed to end December 21st.
Of this year?
Yep.
Yep.
Mhm.
I feel like that with our whole conversation from earlier. What the heck?
They're dropping a lot though. Like I feel like they're dropping it fast.
Do you think they're going to have like a prequel or a sequel or anything to it?
I could see like a Megami spinoff,
because
maybe like a Gojo. I think if they were to do something like that, it's gonna be like the Minato thing. He's gonna get like a one run.
A one
they-
shot.
Yeah,
Did they end up doing that?
the
They
Minato.
did. Yeah. It's not It's not animated, which
Oh,
they're
that's
looking
why.
to animate it.
Yeah,
It's just manga.
I thought they
which I
animated
still
it.
can't buy, which is upsetting.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes out to where I can, buying it. So yeah, the final one's coming to that. We
be
talked
awesome.
about the arcs and stuff. There are 4 animes that are in their final arc.
Yes.
Four?
JJK, My Hero, Black Clover, Vinland Saga.
And Demon Slayer.
No, because I thought the Demon
You're
Slayer-
thinking
I think
of
that's ending this year
anime.
though.
I mean, sorry, those are the mangas that are ending,
Right.
not the animes.
Correct. I mean,
That's still so exciting.
My Hero
though.
has one more season after this.
Yep.
JJK, they have a lot to catch up on
They
in the
have a
show.
lot.
So Black
So-
Clover, one more season.
What I'm hearing
Yeah,
is I'm gonna be buying a lot of manga this summer and fall and winter.
he's not gonna let you.
I know.
Yeah, I am.
Well, he's gonna buy it.
No,
For
she's gonna
himself.
buy it. It's just gonna be sitting up on a shelf in my room.
Oh, as
in my
display.
game room.
As display.
She's not gonna read any of it. I'll let her buy it. She's not gonna read it.
No.
Honestly,
have
if
to
I were you, I would
know.
just do the digital thing.
No, not allowed. I want
No.
the dang mangas. I
Buy
want the
it, you
books.
bitch. Like,
I don't
just,
want
That's
to. They're
fine.
expensive.
it's the same account. Yeah. Anyway.
Girl math.
Yeah. They officially started production for season 3 of JJK. Super excited.
I saw that. I'm so
That was
happy.
part of mine.
They announced the next Thor movie.
Yep.
Actually,
There's
they
gonna-
announced the next
I
Marvel.
Think I said
Phase
no.
or something.
I did not see that last week.
Okay.
It's called Thor and the Legend of Hercules.
Please, no
Yes.
one shit on me for this, but I almost called him Thor, the actor Hemsworth.
Yeah.
Wasn't he the one that pushed for this
Yes.
because he was pissed off about how his Love and Thunder
Yep.
went?
He was
Yeah,
very
I mean-
upset about it was like it flopped. And he was upset that it flopped
I
because
don't
it
know
was
why
so
he was upset. It was not good.
it was too goofy, and he was like,
It was
people
all-
like
yeah, it
more
was all comedy,
serious,
yeah.
serious Thor. So that is supposed to be extremely serious
Yeah.
and a lot more action.
Did you guys watch Ted Lasso?
He does.
What is it?
Mommy, Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
The guy that plays Roy in that is playing Hercules.
Yep. Yep. I did see that.
I don't know.
They show a
You'd
clip
have
of
to show
him
it.
in the after credits of the last.
Really?
I
Love
will
and Thunder,
say
yeah.
though, his voice is a little too raspy,
It,
in my
I mean,
opinion.
it is what it
I
is.
love him as an actor; he's pretty good. But
X-Men '97 is nominated for Outstanding Animated Series Emmy Award.
mhm.
Cool.
Very cool. I will save that one for the last. I don't know how I feel about this, but we'll see how it goes. JJK and Bleach is going to use AI in the upcoming anime.
How many more seasons of Bleach are there?
So they're
2
gonna
for
use,
1,000-Year Blood War.
Yeah.
Yeah. Part 3.
Yep.
Only part 3 will be using AI for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
And
it's
then
not even
season 3 for JJK.
This
So-
might sound really silly, but what is it? What does it mean to be using AI? Like I know
Like
what AI
animation.
generally is.
Yeah, there's
but,
going to be
like,
no human touch to it.
yeah, it's
just-
going to be completely computer generated. Like there's
And then
not
they're
going to
gonna
be
put
any
voice
drawing.
and
They're
all
just
that
going
to
to
it.
give a description and then that's it.
They're gonna
Oh, I
drop
thought
it
that's
in.
kind
It's
of-
gonna they're gonna drop in the story that they want to make. It's gonna make it. They'll edit it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And cut it. and then they'll throw the actors in to voice that, but it's not going to be all like someone's not
hand
going to
done.
draw it out. I
And then
think they're
turned
doing
in-
this to see if they can cut time.
Yeah.
Because if you can get AI to do it, then you can make a whole season of a show in a week, 2
Yeah.
weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. But I don't know how I feel about it
Well, yeah, I mean, we'll have to see. I mean,
because like
it's also kind of terrifying that that's
The-
becoming a thing now.
That's
Correct.
gonna destroy a lot of animators' careers.
I just don't like either like the newer animation of like the video games and whatever that you get really excited about. I don't want it to look like that. I don't know if
I
it
don't think
will,
it will.
but
It,
like
it wouldn't look
I
like
was gonna
that.
say,
I'm more worried
I
about
don't
the like the fast fighting and stuff like that.
I'm actually kind
Ooh,
of
yeah.
confused when it comes to that one because the animation studio for Bleach made the entire new like section of their company strictly for
Oh.
movies,
Yeah.
we talked about this.
and they put Bleach in there, so that I don't know.
Well, I mean, season 3 of JJK is going to drop before part 3 of Bleach, I would assume, right?
October.
You said season 3 of JJK is gonna be the AI,
Yeah.
and they're in production now.
Yep.
Oh,
So-
I didn't misspeak. I just didn't read the details.
Misread.
Yes.
Misunderstood.
They're only using AI for the explosions and all fights.
Oh, okay. That makes me feel a little bit better.
I was gonna say I feel 10 times.
I
better
read
about
that earlier, and I was just like, they're using it for all fights. I hate this. I'm done. And I like closed out. I closed out of anger.
So
That's me with JJK.
So Bleach has 2 more seasons left for Thousand Year Blood War, and then they may or may not animate the new arc that came out because it's been picked back up by Kubo.
I would just like to ask. I get that One Piece has a heck of a lot more episodes than Bleach.
Mm-hmm.
But why the heck is One Piece shit on when Bleach is still going after 20 freaking years?
Because Bleach has been on hiatus for 10 years.
So that's why it's still going?
I mean, look at
it's
Hunter
kind
x
of
Hunter.
like
Hunter x Hunter has been on hiatus for the longest time.
yeah, like it
I forget
when
that these animes haven't come out recently.
Yeah.
when
Hunter x Hunter is, and we looked this up before, and
I don't think
I
Hunter
never
x Hunter
remember.
did.
We didn't look up Hunter x Hunter. I thought that
I
was
don't
one
think
of them.
so.
No, we looked up Black
It came out a
Clover.
while ago.
Yeah. Oh,
It was
Hunter
one of the
Hunter's
first.
old.
It was one of the first animes to be dropped on Netflix, actually.
Yes, but there's two animation studios that's done Hunter x Hunter. There's the original and then there's the new style.
Yeah, but the new style took over after.
No, they redid the Hunter exam. They redid the Hunter exam.
So it says the first episode date was actually October 16th, 1999.
Oh, I didn't realize it was that old.
Yeah,
Neither.
they redid it. They did it with new animation and stuff
I
like
will
that.
say, for it coming out around the same time as One Piece
Yeah.
and Naruto, I love the animation more than
it's
the other three.
different
It's
animation.
updated.
Yeah,
like
it's
they updated it.
they
If they would
redid
do
it.
that, if they would do that
'Cause
to
it-
Naruto, like everyone's been asking,
Yeah.
it would be a crazy storm in anime.
It came out around the same time as One Piece, didn't
what
it?
what you watched is an updated version of the animation.
Got it.
They originally came out in 1999 and then they reanimated it
Okay.
and then continued the story a little longer.
Got it.
Because I was trying to say this originally.
I'm sorry.
No,
Yep.
you're good. They just they picked the manga back up for Bleach when Thousand Year Blood War started animating.
Oh.
So it's been years since, in between the mangas.
So are you saying that Thousand Year Blood War is not manga based?
No, it is. It is. That was already written. That's been out in the manga for
They're
a
just
while.
trying to finish it now.
So
once it
Thousand
got
Year
released?
Blood War was the ending. It was supposed to basically be the ending, but they
Of the
picked
show?
of the manga.
Well, okay.
Yeah, the ending of Bleach, but they had mentioned something previously before Thousand Year Blood War, and they're piggybacking off of that
Okay. So Thousand
to
Year Blood
extend
War.
to extend the story.
So it's not going to be done after Thousand Year Blood War.
Maybe. I don't know if they're gonna
Is there gonna
animate
be
it or
a
not.
2,000-year blood?
No, it's called the Hell
Yeah.
Arc.
I mean, there's 100-year quest in Fairy Tale.
Yeah.
You just never know.
It's
Yeah.
called the Hell Arc. It's about
Okay.
dead captains.
Interesting. Okay. Sorry.
You're good. So, when go back to the final arcs of stuff, just to put it like somewhat in perspective, August 5th is the final manga for MHA. It's done.
How does that make you feel?
I'm depressed.
I was
mean,
gonna say, I
it'll
know
give
how
them
I
more time
feel.
for Vigilante.
True.
Oh yeah, that's a second.
The prequel.
Thing.
But like,
Prequel.
yes.
Prequel.
Yeah. It's a prequel
To what?
to MHA.
How though? Because isn't
It's
it about
before
Deku?
Deku.
No,
Isn't
it's based around this. No, it's not Deku.
Oh, it's
For-
not Deku.
I forget
It's
his name.
before Deku.
No, I thought
But
this entire
it's-
time it was
it's-
Deku's
if
vigilante.
it's a
Oh, no.
prequel, it's still like All Might exists
Yeah.
because the main character is wearing like a hoodie with his suit design on it.
Yeah.
So yeah, 10-year run.
So
Gone.
Done.
Out the window.
Depression.
So the vigilante thing is gonna be like, that's Batman and All Might is Superman.
What? Like Wait, what?
Because Batman's technically a vigilante.
Oh,
So I'm saying they're
he
essentially
has
having
powers.
a Batman and Superman
Yeah,
situation.
it's
but
just-
in
I don't know
it-
if All
it-
Might's gonna pop up. Like,
Mm.
I
Well, does Superman pop up in Batman? I don't know if they like. I know
randomly, yeah.
Literally look behind Robbie.
Yeah, when
I
it-
see that, but it could just be photos. I don't know.
Those are
Drawings, but
comics.
I meant like it could be a fanfic situation.
We'll see. I only have the first 2 mangas of it, and like he's not in it yet. So
Sorry, I
I'll let
make
you know.
connections that don't make sense.
I mean, it
you
make-
can tell
it-
that you were kind
it's
of.
not
it
about that
makes
not making
sense.
sense. I just haven't got there yet
I was
to
gonna
let you
say,
know.
Chris is used to my brain, so Chris was just like,
I don't know
and you
why
were
they
like,
took this spinoff when all anybody wanted was they wanted to see All Might start to finish. They wanted a series of
Okay.
All Might getting One for All, progressing, becoming the hero, and then ending with the final fight of
So what
Well, they may
DNA?
still do that.
What DNA
In
did he
this?
ingest?
he has 0 One for All. This is a kid with just his own abilities. And his ability is he can go as fast as a bicycle on all 4s.
Oh, interesting. But doesn't he
That's
get it eventually?
No.
No.
It's,
All
No,
Might?
All
No, no,
Might. All
no.
Might. Oh,
Oh.
does All Might have it in this?
No, she's saying, how did All Might ingest DNA?
We're not. I know what you're trying to like.
And I'm
start
just
here.
saying, it is by a
No.
woman.
Yeah, it's what's his name's wife.
Oh, it's also Shigaraki's mom.
True.
There's a whole thing
Did you
about
not know
but
that?
we're not.
It's
we're,
in the show.
I don't remember things. I can't even
Okay.
remember taking my meds 5 minutes after taking them.
She's right.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
cut that. Out.
Anyways,
Okay.
next part of news.
All right.
I mean, it's not bad meds.
Wait,
True.
wait.
You just cuckoo.
We never answered what DNA he ingests.
A piece of hair.
Is it actually still just a hair?
I don't know.
I
don't know what else it would
I don't
be.
know that they've said it.
Oh,
well,
so
I
we're
mean,
gonna
one
insult
of them
me.
got it from
Oh, I'm
ingesting
insulted.
blood.
Ew.
Yeah.
You said what?
One of the users got it from ingesting blood.
True.
So
Okay, moving on.
Literally
I
any
mean,
DNA.
after the first user, he literally gave it to the second one by touching him. Like he was just like, boop.
Really?
Yeah, but
If I
that's a little
remember-
different.
I think I'm pretty
It's
sure that's
the
what he
first
said. He was
user.
just like, his power was, I think he can transfer quirks.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was his power. He had a transfer
thought
quirk,
that
but
was
nobody. He
one
thought he
for
didn't have any.
All for One
All for
didn't
One.
think he had a quirk,
Yep.
so he gave him One for All. But he did have a quirk. He just couldn't
Had the
use it
transfer
because
quirk.
he didn't have a quirk to transfer. So then he got the ability. That's why whenever they
So is he
transfer
the
it, it gets.
Yes.
For one for all. He
All for
transferred
one-
it to someone?
Yeah, one for.
So back when he
Oh
first
my
gave
gosh,
it,
I'm so
we're
confused.
going down a deep dive.
Yeah,
but
we are.
when All for One gave his brother
Yes.
One for All, it was not One for All yet. It was just I don't even
quirk.
remember what. Yeah, it was just a quirk. I don't remember what the actual ability was. I think it was. I don't even remember. Was it
Oh.
strength?
It was.
You know, I'm pretty sure we talked about this last week.
We
I
did.
just-
We did.
No,
I
not like
wasn't.
this.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, so All for One
Yes.
Yes.
had a quirk that he didn't realize he had a quirk because he didn't really know the
It was a
ability of
stockpile
it.
quirk.
Yeah. And
Yes.
so he was like, "Oh, my little brother that's weak.
He gave
I
him
help you
this
get
so
strong."
he could get a
So
quirk.
he
Yes.
transfers with his little boop and transfers it over to him, and then he finds out
Just-
after the fact
yeah.
that it was actually like a powerful thing, and that's why he now dedicates his life to getting it back.
Yes.
Pretty much.
So he's trying to
His-
fix his
you
own
know-
fuck up.
His little brother should have just said no takesy backsies
He
and call
did.
it a day.
Well, I mean,
He
his
did.
brother didn't want it at all.
Well, his All for One can't take the quirk away. It has to be given to somebody.
Correct.
You said All for One?
All for One, the bad guy.
He can't
Yes.
physically take it.
Yeah, his power is to take quirks, but he can't take the quirk. One for All has to be given to somebody.
Through DNA.
Yeah. Well, no, my next question is this going to be
It's
a
gotta be
spoiler?
consensual.
Like,
I
it's
don't
not
know.
obviously the newest. The part where they're all fighting with when we find out who Dobby is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, in last season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last season before this season.
Mm-hmm.
No. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That was very-
He almost got it. So how did he almost
No,
get
he
it?
didn't.
I thought there was a whole thing of like. I'll have to
No, All for
rewatch
One
it.
was fighting the first user in like the mind realm
Yeah.
thing,
Mhm.
but he wasn't taking it because his brother said, "I'm not giving it to you," and Deku's not letting it go.
Oh.
Mhm.
And he
Mhm.
was like, "I'm coming to get it," and he was like, "It's fine, you're not getting it." And
Gotcha.
like, but they were fighting. He's still trying to take it, but All for One thinks he can take it by killing Deku.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, it's more of
It's
like
also why he works so hard to kill All Might. Like,
I
Yeah.
forgot he stands in the center or whatever, and
Mhm.
they have the little spat of being
Yeah.
because it's in Shigaraki's mind, right? That's where All for One is coming through, and like the brother is coming through Deku's mind or whatever.
it's like
Because it was a Deku versus Shigaraki
he now has
fight.
like another like stockpile thing going
Who?
on. Well, All for One. That's why he can when. I don't know.
he has a second version of All for One is what
Correct.
it is. He the doctor, I can't remember his name, made a
Oh.
second version of it, but Shigaraki actually has the original,
Okay.
and All for One has a copy. That's why Shigaraki's how powerful he is. Because if he had a copy, he wouldn't be as strong.
yeah.
Anyways, next on your
Yeah.
news.
All right.
Shigaraki.
So these last two are exciting. One's exciting for me. One's exciting for you.
Does that mean Spy Family?
No. Although I'm watching that, and I am enjoying it.
Yay!
The wife is hot.
Thank you.
Yours pretty hot.
Where are you at in the? Okay, we'll get there later. Okay, go on.
Yeah, we'll talk about that after. Do you want the excitement for you?
You.
Yes.
No,
Oh,
and on
you,
a good note
you,
for
Oh, for
me.
me.
You.
August 1st is when Batman the Cape Crusader show drops.
That's awesome.
Prime Video as well.
Really?
Yep.
So it sounds like we're gonna have a bunch of watch parties. And by
I'm
we, I mean
very.
you too.
I'm not waiting for you guys for this.
I'll
Like,
be with
I
the
am-
back.
That's just rude.
Invite us over.
Okay, fine. You guys are August 1st. Understand? I'm watching it. So.
Oh my
no,
gosh.
that's a Thursday. Oh yeah,
That's
I'm watching.
literally
It.
next week.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
that's why I'm excited.
I can't watch it. I'll be at Dan and Shay.
Oh.
But Chris can.
Okay, so Friday.
You
can't.
can't wait.
You just said I had to. I was trying to be thoughtful. I'm tired of you. All right. Here's the thing. Apparently, I'll just move on.
I am very excited for it as well.
It has a dark Harley Quinn.
Yes.
I'm not
so
gonna
excited.
watch it anyways. Please just watch it Thursday.
You better watch it.
Okay.
Whoa.
This is the first animated series that we've had like this in the longest. We've been getting movies for the longest time.
When he says he needs help, it's actually me. Thank you.
Fact. All right. They are making a live action Tangled movie.
Yes,
Yes,
I
they
know!
are.
I'm so excited.
I saw it pop up and I was
Sorry.
like, I was like, oh,
Why'd you say
It just-
sorry?
we randomly talk about it throughout the whole thing. So
So I was scrolling through TikTok, and then it was Zachary Levi popped up on
the interview doing the talk about it
Yeah,
on it. Yep.
and they were talking about a live action, and that is how I found out that he voices Flynn Rider. And I've been obsessed with this
You didn't
movie.
know that?
No, and it's so funny to me because like with the Zachary Levi movies that have been coming out, like
Yeah.
Shazam and whatnot, I have been wanting to watch every movie that has come out with
I feel
him in
so
it.
bad that that's in his.
Yeah, but the new movie,
Oh,
the
Shazam
Harold
is
with
pretty
the
good.
purple crayon or whatever, looks pretty good. But besides the point, so
Oh, the If movie.
no Harold with like the purple crayon.
Oh, that does
you
look
said,
kinda
like,
good.
Purple crayon and like the main If
But
Yeah.
if is Ryan Reynolds.
imaginary friend, huh?
If is Ryan Reynolds.
Yes.
Yeah, but the
He
guy that
wasn't-
made it
Oh,
is
okay.
Zachary Levi.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the one that came up with it.
No.
Oh no, it was I'll look it up.
Yeah, well,
That was the last part of my news. Continue.
okay.
But
Okay.
I just found out that he voiced Flynn Rider,
Yeah.
and I've been
So-
in love with Flynn Rider, so that was pretty cool.
It's on theme with this week.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you remember last week? Part of my
remember?
news was the dead.
If it makes you feel any better, it went in my head as well as soon as you said it.
Mine too. So I'm speaking.
What am I remembering?
Last week I said the Xbox plus Deadpool collab
The
with
cheeky-
the cheeky controllers.
Oh yeah, they're doing a Wolverine.
They are doing a Wolverine version.
Yeah, I need
If,
both of them
yeah.
just to sit here on display with the
That'd be
butts
really cool.
facing
If
the camera.
you're curious.
Oh, they're doing a
Big
cheeky
cheeky.
controller
Oh, yeah.
for him.
Oh yeah,
I
oh yeah. I
thought
saw it. They
the-
showed it to him in an interview. They're like, "Oh, here you go," and he's like, "What's this?" And he opens up. He's like, "Oh, it's a cheeky controller of my butt." He's
How
like,
do you think
Ryan
that-
Reynolds is like, "It's what everyone's been wanting for years."
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, how do you think they feel though? Just knowing that a lot
I
of men
guarantee you
and
this was-
women,
I'm pretty sure
just
this was
wanna
Ryan
hold their
Reynolds'
butts.
idea.
Oh, 100% Ryan
This was
Reynolds'
his idea. He
Really?
talks about his own
knows.
ass,
he's
and
so funny.
he talks about Hugh Jackman's ass in Deadpool.
Listen,
Love
He's like, he's all smooth down under when he's
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about his nuts and
I
stuff.
wonder about Blake Lively though. Like just, yep.
She's living her best life.
Yeah.
Looking fine as hell on that red carpet for the show.
I don't know if you've watched it. You haven't, but King and Ashura. It's a
Nope.
fighting anime. It's actually really good if you can get past the CGI animation. I will say that.
So the show.
No, I mean, yes. It's just the animation.
So read the manga instead.
I don't know if there is a manga.
Well,
I'm
you're
not
off
sure.
to a rough start.
Yeah, the season 2
Not
part
selling
2
you.
airs August 15th.
Oh, okay.
So I'm actually they did a crossover with Baki.
I was gonna
Oh.
ask if Baki was CGI because
No,
I thought you said
Baki's
he.
not CGI. I don't think so.
What was the show that you watched? I can't say recently because we've been watching Bleach and One Piece, but I'll get back to all of you on that.
No, Jump Festa, 2025.
Okay.
Where most of Shonen Jump's
Oh.
like
Thank you.
big
Gotcha,
news
gotcha.
and everything happens.
Now we're here.
It will be December 21st and 22nd this year.
Oh, cool.
That's when the event's happening?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Is it here?
No, it's never here.
Just took a shot.
Yeah, I
Was hoping
wish.
for the best.
If anything, we'd be saving up to go.
True.
Yes.
I mean, I want to save up for us to go to New York Comic Con next year.
That would be so
that
cool.
would be cool. AOT and Seven Deadly Sins. Their editor was sentenced to 11 years in prison.
What the heck?
Oh, yeah.
That is not the type of news I thought we were going with here. I got so
we do
excited.
cheery news here.
It was, I believe, it was domestic violence against his wife.
Yeah, you know, typical famous people stuff.
Oh, I was gonna say typical.
Not that
sir.
typical. Oh my god, no.
Okay.
So collectively, we're all gonna go fist fight.
That
is what
works.
I'm hearing.
I'm out.
Now, on theme, Deadpool Wolverine.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds said originally the title for the movie would be Deadpool and Friend.
That's
I think I would have liked
makes
that
total.
more.
I think I would have
Total
liked that
sense,
more.
though.
It definitely, like, they did, like, the color base or like a
Yeah.
claw next to it, like. Or I think I would
feel
like
like
that.
I
better.
Ryan
would have liked
Reynolds
that a little bit more.
really like either Deadpool adopted Ryan Reynolds' personality or Ryan Reynolds is just Deadpool.
Oh,
like,
he's
that is
been
like
Deadpool his entire life.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
Deadpool
Deadpool
before
when
he
he was
was
Green
Deadpool.
Lantern.
Yeah, 100%.
we don't talk about that one.
Okay.
It's there. It exists.
The MCU will become the first movie franchise to pass 30 billion worldwide this weekend.
Oh, because of
Yes.
the movie.
As they should.
Calm yourself.
Now, this is one that I thought would be really cool,
Okay.
and I'm kind of upset by it.
I'm upset.
Ryan Reynolds and Sean Levy have revealed that Mephisto was once considered as a potential villain for the movie. I think that would have been amazing.
Yeah,
But
but
wouldn't
like
that be tough? Because they would have to wrap that in with all of the MCU. Are they going to make him the new villain?
Well, I mean, there's Easter eggs.
The new villain that they're going after now is Doctor Doom.
No. That is
they
also
have
part
Silver.
of my news.
They have Silver Surfer and Galactus, but
I'm so sad that they were setting up for a villain and then
They're
had
still
to...
using King. They have found a new actor for him.
no, they wiped it. They even changed the Avengers movie. They took away the Kang Dynasty title completely.
That's not what I've seen.
I'm letting you know they've took it. They literally have taken the Avengers movie, the Kang Dynasty, and took out the Kang Dynasty part.
Okay, I hope so. But from Marvel news that I've seen is that they're recasting King.
I wonder if they're worried that they're not going to find a different main villain. But like
I
Doctor
think so.
Doom, you can throw him in, and he'll be top tier anyway. And
Will
like
it
you can
match
like,
up with what they are setting up with, though?
yeah,
I
like,
haven't read
he,
the
he
comics,
just exists. You got Fantastic Four coming up, which is like that's one of their mains. But like, Kang can die with the Loki series.
Yes.
The way it
Okay.
ended, like it could just be done because
Yeah.
the way season 2 ended in Loki, he kind of like re-murdered Kang.
Yeah.
Facts.
So like, and now Loki controls the timeline. So like, we don't
Which
need Kang anymore.
Is basically like killing him, right? Like he's
Yeah.
just gone. He's
He still
out.
exists in multiple timelines, but like Loki keeps him in check. That's all. He makes sure that he never gets doesn't
That probably
leak
like
into the other.
does what his character is supposed to do, but like I was bummed by it because I like him as a character.
Yeah, but it's such a good sign off for you. Talking about Loki?
Yeah.
It was such a good sign off for him. Like he
Well, that's
became
what
the
I'm
god
saying.
he wanted,
Mm-hmm.
but like not in the worst way. He protects literally everyone all the time,
Yeah.
and he's holding on all the strands right now. But soon he'll figure it out. That
Mhm.
dude. Soon,
You think so?
yeah, 100%. If a normal human like Kang could figure something out like that and create the whole I
almost said Land Before
the timeline people that he can
Oh.
create all of them and
Mhm.
miss minutes and stuff.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
Loki got this.
So
Sorry, continue.
on a podcast,
Yep.
not ours, sadly, Hugh Jackman discusses the chance of Avengers versus X-Men movie.
Did you hear? Okay, so that might. Something.
Is that his head?
Yeah. You're just like full rested his head to
Oh.
open the door. He said he wants to fight the Hulk.
Yeah.
Wait, so are they gonna do like pre-Endgame Avengers?
Oh, because now, like where they are
Captain
now,
America's
they can do a
gone.
different
Black
timeline.
Widow's
I
gone,
think
like-
realistically, I
Hulk
think
hasn't died yet, though.
But you
From
just said
certain-
Hulk, but I'm saying like if he's talking about Avengers, you would think
Depends on when the
Nothing.
crossover
from
happens.
certain
Yeah.
Easter eggs that I see,
Yeah.
I believe this movie takes place in between Infinity War and Endgame.
Someone says that ring that they jump out, they're gonna like randomly drop into the like end game battle and then leave. Like, at the very end, where they're
Really?
like,
You know, that
like,
would
you
be
wanted more, and then the
Yeah.
circle pops up, and they're like, "Hey!"
Nope.
And then they hop out.
that
like,
would be crazy if they somehow go back and like on Disney Plus and everything. There's that Easter egg in there of them in Endgame
yeah.
jumping out and running away. That would be cool.
Like they just zoom it, like you see all the fight from the main movie, and then they zoom in, and like there's the two, like,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
what's happening? I don't know. Let's get the out of here.
Yeah. Last bit of news
'Kay.
that I have.
Yep.
I think. Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman both said that they want to be in a movie with Tom Holland's Spider-Man. The direct quote is, "That would be cool, and he's young. We could pile on him and abuse him."
I mean, his Deadpool and Holland's Spider-Man would be iconic.
Well,
Wolverine being the like serious murder person, like Spider-Man's gonna be like, "Bro, what are you doing?" He's gonna be like, "It's fine," shink, and just like dead, and move on.
that could lead up to a Team Red movie, though, with Daredevil, Deadpool, and Spider-Man.
Speaking of like, not Team Red, but have you seen the trailer for the new Captain America movie?
Did you see his helmet?
Yes. Did you see the one that everyone's freaking out about?
Mhm.
Red Hulk's in it.
Yes.
Yep.
I mean, I can play it on here, but
I really don't watch things until they like come out. So
I mean, I brought it
Oh.
up because I'm not a fan of like I was fine with how they ended it, but like the the Falcon and Winter Soldier movie,
Yeah.
or the Falcon and the Winter Soldier
the
show, it was okay.
I liked it.
It was okay. But this brings him back. I wasn't thrilled about the movie. I'm like I understand we're starting over, but I'm not thrilled about it.
Yeah.
This trailer makes it look not as worrisome as I was
Yeah.
as I thought.
I'm sorry. Let's go back to the news. I just saw the original screenshot that I had. I had forgot that I had it.
You're good.
The AOT and Seven Deadly Sins editor.
Yeah.
He wasn't domestic abuse. He murdered his wife.
Oh,
That's why he's in jail for 11 years.
Only 11?
so you're not fighting after this?
You got to go to prison first. In
Got it.
Japan.
All right. And
Got
on that
it.
note, we will
Um,
Oh, you got anything else,
I think that is the rest of my news.
Cassie?
I'm
will
good.
Double
You're like-
check real quick.
Speed
I'm-
texting.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. Do you have anything else?
No, I'm good.
All right. Let's move into the main topic: Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yay.
Do you think it's going to save Marvel from the
No.
terrible shows that they have
No.
put out and the movies that are meh, and so WandaVision, not good.
You take that back.
Ooh, that's a
WandaVision was
hot
not
take.
good until either the last episode or the last two episodes.
No.
Up until that,
No.
you can cut out everything except the last two or the last episode, and it's fine.
I don't really care for the like 50s and 60s or whatever
Sure.
that she does,
Mhm.
but I liked WandaVision, but I also love her character.
I mean, she's hot.
She's my woman crush.
Yeah, I mean,
But
she's definitely hot.
I think personally I like it because you can see people are looking at her as a monster for the people that are on the outside, literally on the outside of the bubble.
Yeah.
But you are understanding a little part of her grief, like her grieving
No,
of
her grief was shown in the Doctor Strange movie.
correct, but it's also shown like when Monica comes through and like it makes it aware that she knows who she is and she's like what, and like you can see the panic and she feels like her life is threatened. Like her life with Viz
Yeah.
is I just said Viz, sorry. I feel like anywho
Continue.
feels threatened. I don't know. You can see what she's doing to protect her family and her loved ones.
Gotcha.
And even though it's in a kind of messed up way, and I'm just interested to see where they're going to take it with Agatha because Agatha's coming out
Oh my god!
either
I saw
this
the
year
trailer.
or next
It
year,
looks
right?
Terrible.
You think it looks terrible?
It look.
I haven't seen the trailer.
I'm
It.
sensing a theme here about you.
It's just not good. It's just not good. Doctor Strange was not good.
Okay.
The Multiverse of Madness. No. It was a okay Marvel movie.
What did you not like about it?
So we're gonna follow Scarlet Witch again.
Mm-hmm. Well, Scarlet Witch is also the strongest Avenger, so you kind of have to.
Sure. But how many times are we going to do this? Like, she's not actually dead.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
I called it. You can ask Chris. I called it the minute I saw the movie.
Yeah. It's just. So, WandaVision was not good. It was very slow. And, like, I get that they portrayed the show because that's what she remembers, or that's, like, the best version that she wants herself to be. She wants to be the wife that takes care of the kids and stuff. But. And then going from that into. I feel like Doctor Strange could have been much better if they didn't have to go as extreme. Also, that whole what's the people that were Charles Xavier was running it and stuff.
Oh, the alternate board
Yeah,
people,
like that.
But that leads up to Secret Wars.
I mean, not anymore. They're all dead. Also, I mean, they rushed those.
Mm-hmm.
The dude that played Fantastic Four, the head of Fantastic Four,
that's the guy that's in
plays,
Jim and Pam or whatever, right?
he plays Jack
Jim?
Ryan and multiple others.
Is he Jim from John Krasinski or however
Yes,
you say his name?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like
he
him.
was picked very last minute just to do it and have it done like that. It's just this movie had a whole lot going on, and it was just too much.
So you think good intention, wrong execution?
Yes, I think that for having that powerful of a character, and like they didn't nerf her, but they nerfed her by doing a mind run, and then he was trying to go around and follow Miss Marvel, who was jumping through.
No.
No, it's not Miss Marvel. I always screw those up. Can't remember what they call her, but she can jump dimensions.
The star chick. That's
Yes.
what I call her. Because when she screams, a star pops up. And then she jumps dimensions.
I can't remember what they call her, but
I don't remember.
it's just
Star Lord.
yeah.
Well, they think she's a defect at first. So I'm pretty sure that's what they call her the entire movie.
It's just I think it all just could have done better.
Okay.
I put WandaVision under Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Falcon and Winter Soldier and WandaVision, when I thought we were including shows, were in my top 5.
Well, I'm sorry to.
That's why
ruin your
I was like,
fandoms.
I don't agree.
I think it's gonna help save Marvel.
Back to topic.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I mean,
I think that it is.
Why?
Why? Because one, Wolverine, huge fandom, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Deadpool, huge fandom.
Mm-hmm.
Putting them together is going to make. It's gonna put with. Like he said, how he saw something about the, like little Easter egg with the Endgame and everything like that. It's gonna tie everything in together, and that's gonna put.
they're using Deadpool to fix the timeline.
Yes.
But I would.
Yes.
My thing is, this is coming from someone who didn't read the comics or anything, and I got into Marvel late. I didn't even think Deadpool, when I watched Deadpool, was a part of the MCU.
He wasn't.
He wasn't.
So,
He wasn't.
well, so now they're tying it in.
Yes.
But my thing is, I look at these movies as not one notes, but like their own thing.
Yeah.
I don't.
They were until the second one when
Well,
he got
you
the
gotta-
time travel watch from Cable.
Well, you
Yeah,
got to think
but,
about it.
like,
The Hulk
I-
movie was on its own. The Iron Man movies were their own thing. Captain America movies were their one thing, and then they quiet down.
Thank
and
you.
then they combined them for the Avengers.
I
it
don't.
was planned, but when they first came out with them, nobody really realized
It
it.
just feels so. Maybe it's that it feels so.
He was never supposed to be a
chaotic.
part of it.
It's like they have their Deadpool and Wolverine kick right now.
That
We'll
was
say
because
that.
of
And
them
then
two
there's
wanting
the
to be
whole
together.
thing of like, I say it's basically the Avengers, but a different version of themselves. Like how, because Falcon is now
Yeah, Captain America.
Cap.
It's the new Avengers.
Yeah, Black Widow. But then like her little sister is not going to be the Black Widow that we all.
No, she's in the Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's like they're setting up for so many random tangents, I feel like, because WandaVision set up Agatha, and then we have the whole thing with Agatha and the Scarlet Witch, and there's just a lot going on, but I feel like they're going to lose followers from it. They have good movies. They don't have cohesive movies as of right now.
Yeah, I mean, they're not. You're saying that they're not doing another 10-year run of movies like they did from Iron Man to Endgame.
Or I feel
Realistically,
like-
they probably are going to. It's just not going to be as good.
Yeah, and that's kind of upsetting because it's one of those things where it's like, the first one was so great. We don't need to try to make a second version of it in a weird way. And not... I don't know. Weird was the wrong word.
It was like it was half planned from the start, not fully planned. I would say. I think the original plan was to probably end after Endgame, but moving forward, they do make so much money from the Marvel movies, whether they're good or not.
Because it's Marvel. It's the name.
They didn't expect. They always had this plan, right, of doing this run of movies, and like obviously they were building up to the first Avengers, then they dropped it, and it was the biggest team up movie that Marvel produced. Well, it's the biggest movie that they produced ever at that point. So then their popularity jumped up. I mean, they
Sorry.
they beat DC in doing Justice League, because that was DC's plan up until they dropped the Avengers.
Gotcha.
Then DC forgot what they were doing because they.
Well,
DC's movies just aren't the best.
thank you.
The live actions, yes, but the animated is still top
The
tier.
animated movies, great. Live actions, they are not the best.
This is supposed to be based off comic books, correct?
What?
Like the Marvel stuff.
No.
When did they stop going off comic books?
They have gone off
because isn't the
script from
Thunderbolt
books.
stuff?
It is.
So
That
they
is a
have-
comic book series, but they're not running it.
They're using it as like a base.
Yeah, like
it's
guidelines.
Yes, like the Avengers is in the comics, but it doesn't fully do everything that the comics have out. Like they're changing the Marvel universe, but there's so many like different Marvel universes.
Well, because I
like-
know a lot of times with like shows and when they're trying to predict where the shows are going, because a lot of people predicted King before he was announced as the bad guy or whatever. A lot of, I can't say a lot of people, but there are a good handful of people that wanted Mephisto, you said, because of the whole like WandaVision. I would like what they think is going to happen with her two sons and yada yada yada.
They still have Vision out there just doing whatever.
Listen, I
Okay,
know.
I don't know that I need
No,
this.
sorry. No, this is excitement. The
Big yawn.
WandaVision, Marvel is so good at throwing little
Easter
hints
eggs.
and Easter eggs in every movie they do. And they came out and stated that Evan Peters, is that his name, the actor?
For Vision?
No, is in WandaVision, her brother that comes back. It's not the guy
Pietro.
it's Evan,
Quicksilver.
Yes.
Yeah, but
I
he's
kept wanting to say Silver
But he's
Surfer.
Quicksilver in the
X-Men movies, yes.
So I said, what are the odds? And Marvel apparently came out and said there's no correlation at all. And I was like, you guys don't do nothing though. Like, you can't tell me that has nothing to do with it. I will be so lost if it is.
I mean, it
I'm
was a
blanking on
different,
words.
pulled from different timeline type deal. Like, her magic doing that, she's never done anything like that. It was just a random, she had a thought, and all of a sudden it just generated.
Yeah.
So, like...
But she even got confused when she saw him and everything, and he's just some random guy that Agatha found and just pulled him in there, and I was like, but I don't think he's random. I think they're gonna do something with that.
I mean,
that's like
that could have been
stamping that.
something to help lead up to the X-Men and Marvel.
That's what I
collab.
think it is.
Like
they're-
I said in my news, they have talked. Like it's possible to have an Avengers versus X-Men movie.
Sure.
So that could possibly help lead up to that.
Well, Deadpool, the second movie, there's the X-Men all in the room or whatever. And when they open the door and they're like, "Oh, yep, don't pay attention to that. It looks like an anonymous."
He literally operates out of Charles Xavier's school.
I don't know who that is, so I don't know.
Professor X.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
Charles
I got so off-
Xavier.
I got so off topic though. I was gonna say the whole when people are predicting about what's going to happen in the future, they use comics.
Yeah.
So that's why I was wondering about
they're
that.
guidelines.
Yeah, that's
But, like-
the whole thing with Secret Wars. People predicted Secret Wars like 8 years ago.
I'm going to be absolutely crushed if they follow the comics for that.
Of Secret Wars?
Secret, yeah, because
Okay.
Secret Invasion. I keep
They're doing Secret Invasion,
Yeah, but
and
it's
then
not-
they're also going to do Secret Wars.
Secret Wars is going to break me.
Emotionally?
I will give you one superhero name. I think you already know. Spider-Man. And now they can do it because of No Way Home. And I'm going to
Which
be
version?
crushed.
Toby?
You know, it could be Toby.
It's going to be Toby. So in
Why
the
are you
comics,
upset about it?
in the comics of Secret Wars,
Oh. Does he
the
die?
the oldest Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire in this aspect,
Yeah.
he comes back and he's wearing like this bomber jacket or this flat. It's an old school like leather jacket, and it's a red beat up leather jacket with the spider logo, and I think he's in like blue jeans or something, like
Yes.
very like he's just coming
Very
back.
casual.
Yeah, like but he sacrifices himself, if I remember right, to save everyone.
But doesn't that
I'm going to be crushed.
Well-
doesn't that speak to his character though?
Oh yeah, it's amazing. It's going to
Yeah.
be
So-
great. I'm just going to be sad.
Do
He's
do
not
you
dead in real
not
life.
remember my news? I think it was either last week or 2 years ago.
2
2
years
weeks ago.
I was
Sorry.
gonna-
2
no,
weeks
sorry,
ago.
Sorry.
We've
Last
been doing
week-
this for 2 years.
Yeah.
Last week or 2 weeks
really
ago.
bad at hitting record.
Yeah. Right. They said they wouldn't do Secret Wars without Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, I know.
So
I do remember
them
this.
two did.
I don't remember you saying that in news.
I don't think we talked about it on this.
I was gonna say,
well,
did
I
I
think
chew
it-
you
There you
out?
I think we talked about it on our little Spider-Man tangent downstairs.
Probably.
Which explains why I wasn't listening.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also think we had One Piece going, so
Yeah.
I mean, you were probably locked in on that.
I ripped it apart.
Yeah,
I see that.
we noticed.
Um,
So, do we think this is going to be good just because of the two characters, or do we think it's? I think I'm worried that they overpacked it.
they might have.
Maybe.
There's just so many cameos.
Me personally, I just
good, though.
love those two. So that's like
Yeah,
my big
though-
reason for
though I'm not worried
ex-
about Deadpool Wolverine. Like that collab is
that-
going to be fine.
Well,
I'm
I'm
worried
saying,
about
like-
the story not being good, and it's all a throw together cut piece of everyone in it,
Mhm.
and then like you get halfway through the movie or you
Yeah.
finish it, and you're like, "Do you know what actually that was about?" No idea.
It was funny.
But
But,
that's
like-
why I'm saying the OneNote thing. Like it feels like they're kind of standalone movies,
You're saying with Deadpool or with
or
this?
just like yes, about Deadpool, like where the Deadpool is.
I mean, literally
guys
the
keep
only thing that
telling me
ties
it's gonna
this
wrap
to
in-
the only thing that ties this to any part of the Marvel universe is you see different heroes from that have already
Yeah.
been in the Marvel movies that we've had, and
Yeah.
then you have the rest are X-Men characters.
So were
So-
they not originally, or Deadpool was not originally part of the MCU? you
Correct.
said.
He was part of
But-
the X-Men universe.
Oh, that answers my question. Okay.
Yep.
I was gonna say, was it like a Spider-Man situation where like Sony owns the
No,
rights
no,
to
no,
it,
no,
and
no,
like
no.
that's why?
Marvel owns obviously like the Avengers in the MCU and owns X-Men.
Deadpool
Got
was
it.
never supposed to be a part
So-
of it. It was going to be its own little spin-off like DC's doing with the Batman, where the Batman's not part of the DC universe.
Got it. Is Wolverine X-Men?
Yes.
I thought he was. That's why
Yes,
I've been so
100%.
confused this entire
Oh.
time.
You know, I mean, he was in X-Men, X2, X-Men Last Stand,
X-Men
he was
Origins.
how to-
Logan with
That's-
Charles Xavier.
Break
Professor
your heart,
X.
but I haven't watched anything. None of it. This will be my first like X-Men vibe, I guess.
I mean, you've seen. There's Colossus is his
Do
name.
not office me right now.
Well, you've seen other Deadpool movies, I'm assuming,
I've seen the first two.
and those
Yes.
are X-Men esque. Like
I just
Colossus
haven't
is in it.
officially
Yeah.
seen.
Colossus as an X-Men,
Yeah.
And then you got
the big
you know,
shiny steel guy,
Yep.
and the little
that building that Deadpool goes to ask for their help. That's the Xavier School of Mutants,
Okay.
X-Men.
Oh,
That
and you've
would
seen New
explain-
Mutants as well.
But that makes so much more sense because I was so confused when I watched it. Because the second Deadpool movie came out, what, 2018?
No idea.
2017, 2018, something around there.
It was
And-
after. I want to say it was after
believe-
Endgame, right?
I
Because
believe I saw it
Brolin
when I got back from
Brolin
Ireland.
got like buff. He got
Who?
the-
No, I didn't hear what you said.
Brolin, the dude that plays Thanos,
Yeah.
Okay.
shredded for Josh Brolin. Couldn't think of the first name. He got shredded for Cable,
Mm.
and
It was 2018. I just didn't see it
Nice.
until I got back.
sticky stuff.
You know what's
Nice.
funny?
Sticky stuff.
I'm pretty sure it released on my sister's wedding day.
So
I
I
remember her
think
date.
part of this, which is why it's getting so much hype, is that they're trying to pick up. It's like they've missed on a lot. Like, even though there are people that apparently like the crap shows, but
At me next time.
they have missed on a lot that they've produced after Endgame because
Yeah.
they just kind of don't know where to go.
Yes, I can agree with that.
I mean, even though No Way Home was good, people say it's good because of the nostalgic
Mhm.
part, not because it was a great movie.
I don't
The
know. I
amount
thought
of
it was a
people
really
that
good movie
cheered
myself.
When Tobey Maguire and
Yeah, I stood
Andrew-
up in the theater and
Andrew
screamed
Garfield.
and almost lost my mind. Like, I got told to sit down.
you were that person.
I was that person. Yeah, 100%.
We
I
bought
was in there,
tickets
like-
last second.
I was.
Hey, we bought tickets last second, and we were stuck in the front row.
I mean,
And I still yelled when I saw them.
yeah. My buddy saw
can
it
you
and
not?
called me and goes, "Hey, they're both in it," and hangs up. And I was like, "All right." So I knew going in, but like their entrances were amazing.
Yeah.
So I was that guy that still stood up and was like, "Let's go!" And I was like,
High fiving everybody
like,
in their seats.
They were
like,
Oh
kids
it's
my
sitting
a
next
sports
to me. I
game.
almost threw a
gosh.
child. Like I didn't know what to do. I was excited. And like,
Just
yeah,
throw the
yeet
child
a
across.
down. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I got excited. But like that was put together as a money grab for Marvel because
Okay.
they didn't really know what to do.
I mean, they needed more money for budget,
Correct.
which is why I think they agreed to do this one as well.
Yeah, they're doing this.
But-
This,
This is going to make so much money.
just for the two
So-
main actors alone.
Tom Holland
Mm-hmm.
is Disney, like Marvel Spider-Man.
They're
He's
Tom
still considered Sony.
Yes,
Tom
yes.
Holland
Tom
is?
Holland is like a mixture of the two. He's I would say he's split in between.
Not anymore.
Because didn't that movie open doors for the other two Spider-Man?
So because of
Spider-Man.
no,
The other two, 100%
the-
owned by Sony.
But I thought-
it opened
100%.
doors for the fact of people want a TASM 3 now because of how they reconciled Andrew Garfield in No Way Home. And they gave him a very dark story
Yeah.
after Gwen Stacy died.
Which
was
is
sad
when
He's like,
like
I just
the
stopped,
Morbius
I
movie
stopped
and
holding
everything.
back. I stopped pulling my punches. He's killing people.
Yeah.
So like
Oh,
they were like, we want a story about that, especially because you had Venom in it
yeah.
very very quickly. You had Venom in it, and then they're like, what if Tom Hardy's Venom existed with Andrew
Yeah.
Garfield Spider-Man?
Well,
And then that
So is
thing.
that
technically how it's like kind of supposed
You
to be.
both
Yeah,
start coming
I know.
at me.
I'm sorry. Just like the
sorry.
Morbius movie,
Yeah.
that's connected with Andrew Garfield.
So
It's the Sony Spider-Verse is what that is. You can see that, and they confirms it in No Way Home. Because in
Because of
Morbius,
the-
you see the mural of Spider-Man saying, like, I can't remember exactly what it is, but depicting that he's a bad guy.
yeah.
I don't-
Basically, like he's
But
a bad Spider-Man.
I'm confused because Tobey Maguire has the black Spider-Man, right? Like the suit,
Yeah.
like the Venom, or is it Venom in Tobey Maguire's?
Yes.
Numbers?
It's the Venom
But then-
symbiote.
Oh yeah, and the third one.
In
Yes.
No Way Home, the post-credit scene is Tom Hardy's Venom, and it's the symbiote, like a very
Yeah,
tiny
on the
sliver of
bar,
it
yeah.
stays. So does that mean Tom Hardy's Venom is getting mixed with Tom Holland?
Not anymore.
What do you mean?
Did you not?
I'm listening, but I'm lost.
So in the Captain America trailer,
Oh,
they
I haven't
literally.
seen that.
Or no, I'm sorry. In the Venom 3 trailer,
Oh, I'm so excited to see that. Are you gonna go
they
see
show.
it with us?
First of all, they have the same guy that was in Doctor Strange that fought him in the second in Multiverse of Madness with the dreads.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the guys in Venom 3, which that's it's gonna be looked over, but like really,
I'm blanking on who that is. I've watched the movie.
sure, it's the guy that trained Doctor Strange to become Doctor Strange in
Got
the
it.
first one. He has like those really cool boots, and hit him with a stick.
Okay.
I can't remember his name either, but in Venom 3, he shows up at that timeline and stabs the countertop and sucks up Venom, the little part of Venom, and then I think he kills
Does
it.
he? I was gonna say, is he aware that he does that?
Yeah,
Yes.
he's so the whole part of Venom 3 is they're hunting. So there's a meteor coming. There's a whole thing, that big meteor of Venom's symbiotes
Okay.
are coming to Earth.
Oh,
They are trying to kill everything. These people are trying to kill all of them. Any type of symbiote.
so does Venom then become like the half good guy because he's trying to stop them?
Well,
I don't know what it's.
Venom's
He's
kind of like an
running.
anti-villain.
Yeah, he's never. Yeah, he's a vigilante or
Yeah,
what is it?
it's an anti-villain.
Where he's not working
Anti-hero.
with-
Anti-hero.
No, anti-hero is people that like
I mean, he
they're,
saved
they're
denounced.
bad guys.
he saved the world in the first one.
What
yeah, I
is
mean that's
Deadpool?
an anti-villain. An anti-villain is somebody who they're not a hero, but they stop bad guys. Basically,
He's
a
a vigilante.
vigilante.
What is Deadpool? Because isn't he an
Same thing.
anti-something?
Deadpool is very much
Anti-hero.
it's just
Or
vigilante.
anti-villain.
I was-
Yeah.
I was
Anti-villain.
like, you just
I know,
contradicted
I know.
yourself.
Yeah, he does good things, but he doesn't care how he does it.
Yeah.
We're gonna go see that new Venom movie, by the way. You get no say.
Okay.
He was gonna say yeah, anyways.
Yeah, I mean, I was
happening?
going.
He's
dreaming.
dreaming.
Oh, poor
He's
baby.
doing little puppy dreams. So yeah, so that so
Yeah.
please do not. It took me so long to line this camera. So.
One day we'll have to
If
bring him on
anything, I
here.
will
We
put a
have to
third
have,
cam.
yeah,
I have a
third
third
camera to
camera, and
point
I will,
directly at him
I will
the entire
label
time.
it as puppy cam when
Always makes me nervous when they're like whimpering and whatnot.
they're dreaming. They're fine.
Yeah, if I make sounds like that in
If
my
it
sleep,
picks-
it's because
if
I'm.
this picks that
having
up, it's going to be
nightmares.
hilarious playing this bag.
Absolutely.
Back to Deadpool and Wolverine though. So
Yes.
the amount of characters and stuff that we've seen and that is going to happen and all of that. Also, have you been able to avoid spoilers so far?
For
Because
that?
yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I've
As
been able
soon
to
as
avoid all
anything
of it.
comes up, I'm like, boop, boop. I avoid
I
it.
get anime spoilers, not this.
This is all over my TikTok.
Not mine.
This is all over my Instagram.
I've been seeing Blake Lively all over my TikTok and
Yeah.
Instagram, but that's about it.
Worth it.
Facts.
So I don't think saving Marvel, I think, is a reach.
Yes.
I think it's
I
going to
agree.
bring money back to Marvel. I don't think it's going to save Marvel.
I think Marvel's too much on a downhill to completely be saved.
So-
like I
It
think
depends
it's
on how they tie it in.
This is so there's another movie, TV show, podcast that I listen to. It's called the Escape Podcast. Anyway, they brought up a great comparison. If
way to plug their podcast.
I
I'm,
was just gonna say
I'm not
that.
trying to plug. I'm just trying to have a reference so people don't think it's an opinion of
Yeah,
mine.
yeah.
Yeah.
So if Deadpool and Wolverine flop, Marvel's fine. They have a lineup and everything. If DC is Superman flops, DC's in trouble.
DC's already in trouble.
Do we think they're not?
DC's
Why do you think DC's in trouble?
the Flash.
No one cares about
Nobody
DC.
liked the Flash movie.
Sorry.
That's pre this. This
Please
is
don't
now
come
James
at me.
Gunn.
Mm-hmm.
James Gunn has taken over DC. So, but if James Gunn takes over, and his first big swing in DC is Superman, and the movie flops, DC's not recovering.
I hear people say good things about some DC movies, but I've never really heard anyone say, I like DC, besides you.
Only DC movie that I
But, like-
really enjoy is Blue Beetle.
Oh, I forgot that was DC. I liked that one.
That's probably the
It's
only
really
one.
funny because that did not do good until
Really?
I know. That is probably
did
one of my
terrible in
favorite
theaters.
movies.
It did good on streaming.
I'm telling you, if you look at our movie preferences, like it's always against the general norm because I'm pretty sure
So
the
y'all are
Batman,
weirdos.
a
Well,
lot
I
of
didn't
people
like
liked
the
Batman.
Batman.
I did not
Oh,
at all.
we're talking about this next week.
Okay, that's fine.
What, the Batman, or are we talking about DC?
We can just do DC, but I'm
I'm gonna be
going after you guys for that comment.
Okay. I mean,
don't
I can
think I'm
see
allowed
why
to.
people like it. I understand why people like it. Just me personally,
The
I
Batman
don't
is
like it.
a great detective Batman.
It's a young Batman.
Okay,
He's only 2 years in. It's
Exactly.
going to be
He's
a young Batman.
Batman.
Yeah,
I
he's
will
not
say-
actual. I wouldn't give him his.
But I will say, if it's not made into a trilogy, I'm gonna be extremely mad.
It's going to be.
Same.
But
It's going to be.
It's been
this
too
next
long
One.
in between movies so far. They haven't even announced that they're gonna be making another one.
You okay? Look it back up. They did.
Okay.
They're also the Penguin drops this year, which is
we know.
it ends in to like it hints towards the next Batman.
Okay.
But they're talking about the way this Batman ended with water everywhere and everything like that, and everything's still flooded. That winter's coming. Dr. Freeze.
And
Oh,
Penguino.
great! Another day after tomorrow.
Sorry, Penguin.
That's the show. They're doing a
Okay.
Penguin show.
Penguino.
Sure. But
I mean, I'm just saying, Gotham is the best like Batman universe that I've seen,
You guys talk.
you're tripping.
other than the Dark Knight.
You're
You guys talk a lot
Big tripping.
about, because like your argument for why it was such a good movie is that it does justice basically to the character itself. I know nothing about Batman. I
Yeah.
haven't watched any of the original ones. I haven't read any
So, like,
comics.
the TV
and it's like you guys with
We'll talk about
Spider-Man.
this. I
We
want to
talk
go back to
about
Marvel and stuff.
Tobey Maguire
Yeah.
versus Andrew Garfield versus Tom Holland. Which one you think is the best Spider-Man? And you guys will be like, which one's the best Peter Parker versus the best Spider-Man versus
Yeah,
this?
because I mean, Tobey
I
Maguire
have no
is it
say
overall.
on that.
We know
I'm
that.
coming into it knowing nothing, and from that, I didn't care for the movie. Mainly,
No Way Home.
No. The Batman. I'm like wrapping this back
You were
up.
talking about Spider-Man and then said I was not a big fan of the movie.
I'm saying because I have no knowledge of the character
Hmm.
going into it, I don't think he did justice to anything because I don't know anything of the past.
That's fair.
And so, just
Yeah.
baseline
Sure.
of knowing nothing, did not care for the movie.
Gotcha.
He's a different story. He knows things.
Okay. What's next?
So overall, just across the board, I want to see. So I don't think this is going to save Marvel. Do you?
I don't think it's gonna completely save it.
I think, like I said, I think money
Marvel
wise, it's going to
was
bring it to it.
way up here.
Yeah, I mean they were.
Right now they're down here. I think that if they tie it in correctly, it'll bring it up to about here. It's never gonna be back up here again.
Do you think this is going to be big enough to reset and restart?
No.
Are you in agreement, or do you think?
She was shaking her head the entire time.
Yeah, I just.
I just don't think it's going to save it at all, to be honest. I think it's going to be, even if they wrap it back in, I think Marvel right now, where we're at, seems too chaotic, and people are going to love this movie because of Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman.
100%.
And they're not going to look at it as loving Marvel.
Yeah.
They're going to
Yeah.
just love the movie.
Yeah.
And that's why I just don't think it's going to do enough to bring it back.
Do you think that he will be done? Like Deadpool will be done after this?
No.
I hope not.
No.
But
I
that's
don't-
just because I love him.
So I don't
They're
think.
like I said.
I don't think they're
he wants
gonna
to be in
do-
Secret Wars.
I don't think there's going to be another Deadpool movie after this.
I think he'll just be-
the
I
I think
Deadpool
he's
movies
gonna
are done.
be
He's gonna be
the little-
incorporated into others.
Yeah, the little drop-ins, the little.
Well, what's your Team Red part of?
But that's not a Deadpool movie.
No. What's it a part of?
Marvel.
I get that, but like, in what
hasn't
sense?
been introduced into the MCU universe. It's
Well-
been hinted because of Daredevil put into the
God, I can't
That's
wait.
a
for
show.
No Way Home movie.
I
Was-
can't wait for that.
It,
too.
Did
it
they
was
have a show?
Daredevil?
Yeah.
It's a Netflix
Like-
original. Had 3 seasons, and now Daredevil Born Again is being made
thought they put
with
a
the
new-
Punisher returning as with John Berthal, and it's going to be
I got a whole
Maybe
thing
that's what I'm
about
thinking
him.
about that.
going to be incredible.
There was an original movie which I actually enjoyed with Elektra. Great movie in my
Talking about
opinion.
with Ben Affleck.
Yeah,
I was asking.
it was good in my opinion.
Mainly because like you talk about Secret Wars, like is that part of Secret Wars, or like how you have some things that were
Oh, like where does
specifically
that
in
take
Endgame.
place?
tie
Where
in
is it?
Like in the storyline of things.
Yeah.
Anywhere they
Yes.
want to put it.
They're not like a. It's not going to be like them fighting alongside. I'm only throwing out names that I know,
You're good.
but like the Thunderbolts are against them because the Thunderbolts are kind of anti-villains, aren't they, or anti-heroes?
I would say they're more anti-heroes. Where they're not villains, they just don't like heroes and they just want to do what
Yeah,
they
I
want.
mean so the Red Hulk is the general that's been hunting the Hulk in every
Okay.
movie you see.
Oh, okay.
Black Widow's sisters doing this to go after Hawkeye.
When
They all have their own agendas that they're just putting together to try and point at taking each one out.
this might be silly, but
Yep.
where does She-Hulk come into all of this?
She-Hulk
She's-
should never come into anything
I
ever.
just-
She's
I
gonna
haven't
be
watched
part of the
it.
new Avengers.
You think
You
so?
know she is.
No, it did so bad. That's why they cut the show.
You know what else did really bad? The Marvels.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have not had
I think
Marvel
that
has
flopped.
not done good after Endgame because
you
they
wanna
don't
know
know.
why, though?
They
They're
don't
not
ha-
doing another Eternals either.
I think also
I liked that.
so
though.
they actually acknowledge that stupid Titan hand skull thing from the Internals that's been out and that's sticking out of the earth since that movie.
Yeah.
They acknowledged it in the Captain America thing now. So like now that's kind of it's actually in the world now.
Gotcha.
But like I said, they don't plan on making a new one,
Yeah.
a part 2 yet.
Yeah, because Eternals was trash.
You want to know why I think the Marvels flopped the way it did? Because
Because
they
the
did.
story was garbage.
Yeah, they did the cheesiest version of girl power and girl team. Like it was this most stereotypical thing of when they're like, you know why we're gonna beat you? Girl power. I'm like, no.
I mean, yeah.
You guys can't deny it. Like, I hated it because
they
I
did
was
the
like,
same
it was
thing in
so
Endgame.
cheesy.
They did the same thing in Endgame when they all teamed up to protect the gauntlet from Thanos. With Captain Marvel had it.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
gonna protect the most powerful character that's on that line, and she just. After she tries to get the gauntlet to Ant-Man, or does get it to him,
Yeah.
she goes and fights Thanos. What were you guys doing? Why did that happen?
So who
Literally,
would be
I feel like she could have taken the gauntlet, gone.
facts? Who would
Yeah.
be
Literally
stronger
could've been
though?
gone.
She could have
Fight
just
over it.
crushed it.
Yeah. She could have just taken the stones out. Flick, 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 flick.
I also
gone.
think she might have been able to absorb that.
Probably.
I
With her
think so.
energy that
Yeah.
she has, I think she could have absorbed it.
Who's stronger though, Scarlet Witch or Captain
Marvel.
Because you said the strongest Avenger, and isn't she technically an Avenger? Captain Marvel is. She
Captain
kind of does her own
Marvel-
thing, but
She's back up.
Captain Marvel is
I feel
top
like-
tier, one of the most powerful characters.
I think they're just trying to. It's kind of like
they were doing
I'm
like
gonna
a
relate it to anime, but when you see such a strong side character,
yeah.
because like with Hunter x Hunter, Gon was the main character, but I was like,
Yeah, Killua was
is
also
so much stronger than Gon at times.
yeah.
And but they don't want to let them shine because it takes away from the main story. So I feel like that's kind of what they did with Captain Marvel.
They tried
Like,
with
she
Captain
had
Marvel. They
so
gave
much
her a movie.
potential.
They did.
I liked the movie. A lot
The
of people.
first one, not the Marvel.
Yeah,
not the
I
Marvels.
liked Captain Marvel. That was, I think, second or third Marvel movie I watched, and I liked it. But again, I had no prior knowledge. So like, I saw a lot of people who are into the comics and into the Marvel universe. They hated it. But
I mean, so I'm excited to see it. We'll see what happens. See if it
I keep getting
if it's
sidetracked.
we'll see if it's worth the hype when we go on Saturday, and we'll
At the end of
try
the
and-
day, at least it's those two.
yeah. I mean, who doesn't want to see Deadpool and Wolverine's ass? I mean,
I was just gonna say
I
that.
can't wait to feel them in my hands. The controllers, Robbie.
Oh gotcha. I was like, we got some special tickets, did we?
Oh, we can.
What would you guys do if they showed up at the theater? Like
Piss
if it was a
myself.
drop-in?
I would piss myself.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd cry and maybe just walk out because I'm not worthy.
You know those clips you see of like these really strong buff guys that scream
Yeah.
like a little girl? That's gonna be
Yeah.
me. I'm just not big and buff.
No, you know what would be so funny? If Blake Lively came out, Robbie would straight up be like, I love you
I
too,
would-
but move,
I
bitch.
would
I
fight
need.
everyone.
Trying to watch your husband.
I would fight everyone in that theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should walk in and just be like, I'm so excited to watch Deadpool and Friend.
I'm going to say, I'm so excited to watch Blake Lively's husband.
All right, let's end it on a good note because we talked about our movies overall. Top 5 Marvel movies.
Are we wanting to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you?
Yeah, we'll run a list.
Okay. Chris,
Uh,
you start this.
Oh, okay.
All right. Yeah, go ahead.
So my number 5 is Black Panther.
Oh, okay.
Yep, that's probably my number 5.
That's a good movie. Are you saying the first or
the
second?
first one?
Okay.
The first one.
Don't even bring up the second one. Also, they announced a third one.
Yes.
What? I thought the second one was a good wrap up to acknowledge
It's a standalone movie though.
his death.
death.
They're also Star-Lord's returning. They
Yeah.
announced another Star-Lord movie.
I love him though.
But he said he was done after Guardians 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Number 4,
Yeah.
Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, your main character, your favorite is
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Number 3 is Tom Hardy's Venom.
Ah, so good.
The first
the
one's so
first
good.
one.
Yeah, so good.
I like when they fight. When he's like, "Can I eat her?" or whatever, and he's like, "No, you
No.
cannot." Like,
I like when Venom gets scared and he's like, "Oh shit," and then disappears, and he's
Gone.
like,
That's in the second one though.
"I know." I'm just saying, I like the way they did Venom is
Yeah.
very, very good.
Yes.
Yes.
Number 2, Civil War.
Love Civil War.
Solely because when that was the first introduction of Spider-Man into the MCU,
yeah.
and I almost cried
You
when I
know-
saw the trailer.
you know who else is in that movie? Bucky Barnes. Shout out for someone who's not here today.
Number 1, it's got to be No Way Home.
Sorry,
Gotta be
I'm
No
late.
Way Home.
I respect it.
It has to be.
I respect
Spider-Man's my favorite,
Stop
and
chewing the rug.
seeing the 3 together brought tears to my
I
eyes.
genuinely hate that we had the same movies. Well, some of the same movies, but in
Different orders.
orders.
Yep, I understand.
Do you want to go next, or do you want me to?
Sure, I'll go.
Okay.
All right, my number 5, Iron Man, the OG, started it all.
Really?
It's my top 5.
Nostalgic.
It's just that,
The first one?
yeah,
said
the
the
very
first
first one.
Okay.
The origin of that whole thing that started and just the whole storyline, plus RDJ murders it. Like, he's so good.
I can see that.
The OG suit in it,
Love
the
him.
way he created the armor, that whole story, that whole movie, ideal.
You guys can have these two. I want RDJ.
Like, I honestly,
Love
so I think
him.
part of the reason that Marvel doesn't know what to do right now is they don't have a main guy they
Well,
can spin
they're-
off of. Like, they had
Yeah.
RDJ
They're bringing
to have
back
like
Iron Man 4. And he's supposed to be like the new Jarvis. AI. He's supposed to be the
I
new
did hear
AI.
that he's supposed like he
And it's supposed to be with their
put his
daughter.
brain in with Jarvis.
That would speak true to his character.
Oh,
Sure.
yeah.
But if
How
they
would
did
they
his
do that
daughter,
if
that would
he-
be incorrect because the next Iron
They
Man
should do
should be
Iron-
Ironheart.
Personally, I think it should be Iron Lad.
But the next one to take over, like in the comics,
Ironheart and Iron Lad. Those are things.
So the girl in the second
The
Black Panther movie.
Panther movie.
Yep.
I know that.
So in the comic, she breaks into Tony's lab
Oh. Okay.
and like builds her own suit and becomes the next Iron Man.
Okay.
So that's how it should go.
So I'm sensing the theme here.
But they did
with it.
very bad
Yeah.
on Ironheart, and I don't know if Marvel will recover.
That's why I think Iron Lad should be next. So Iron Lad, you didn't watch any of the Iron Man movies.
I'm waiting for the stare down from
So
across the way.
there's a scene, I can't remember which Iron Man it was, where I think it's the third one,
What?
where he crashes into the barn, and he's in the barn, and that little kid
Yeah, that's the third one.
Yeah, there's this little kid. He's like, "Who are you?" Yada yada. He's like, "I'm Iron Man." Yada yada yada.
Oh, I've seen this before.
You've seen the scene.
Okay.
And like after when Tony leaves and the kid like goes into the barn and it's teched out.
Yes.
That kid is
Turns
at
into
the
Iron Lad.
Yeah, he turns into Iron Lad. But if you look at during the funeral in Endgame, that kid is there. He's standing there.
Yeah, he's the one with the mom.
Yeah.
Look who made an appearance.
That's him and his mom at the end, which, yeah.
It's got to lead to Iron Lad. It has to.
I'll try and move this up.
I think they're trying to.
I think they're trying to mash too many things
Well, I
together.
was
that
gonna
was
say, I
also-
think they're trying to have a lot of strong female characters now. It seems very female dominated because of Kate Bishop, and then you have Yelena, and then you have
Kate Bishop.
Robbie's a woman, and then you have Ironheart, and then the new Black Panther is supposed to be his little sister, right?
Yeah. That wasn't.
And then you
planned,
have Captain Marvel, and you have Miss Marvel, and then you have, I think her name's like Photon or something, Monica's person. And then we all know Scarlet Witch is not dead.
So let's get back to the list.
Yeah. Sorry.
We went on a big tangent
Sorry.
Off of my one.
That's my
So
fault.
number 5, Iron Man. Number 4, Winter Soldier. Incredible movie.
Great movie. I will agree.
Number 3 is Endgame.
Okay.
Number 2 is Infinity War. Number 1 is No Way Home.
Of course it is. It's crazy that those two, Infinity War and Endgame, weren't even on my list.
I'm blanking on the Winter Soldier. What movie?
It's
that is.
where
You didn't watch it. No, wait, you did because you watched it.
The Winter Soldier is where
Bucky
Bucky
Barnes.
returns. Is when he has the long hair, the mask, and he hunts down. That's the first appearance of Black Panther.
Yes. Okay. Yep. I was
It's when
confusing that one with Civil War. That's what in my head.
okay.
Those were.
Wait, is Civil War the first appearance of Black Panther?
Yes.
Yes.
Civil War is
'Cause
the
that's-
first
Yeah, yeah.
appearance.
His
Because that's
dad.
when
That
Rogers
has
is
all the
trying
like the
to
mini mashup.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Winter Soldier is when
Bucky, I would say, comes from.
yeah.
So the Winter Soldier, is that the one where the bad guy to Winter Soldier, like the
That's
doctor person
where
thing,
Black
and
Widow
when
has
he's
a
in
really
his little cubicle thing, or where they have him locked in, and the guy comes in, and he's like, "I'm a psychologist," or "I'm gonna do this," and then he reads off all the stuffs.
no
That's
that
Civil War?
that is it. Yeah, that's Civil War.
I'm really
Winter Soldier
confusing
is
these two
where Bucky
movies.
comes back. He's hunting certain people. That's where Captain America meets the Falcon.
Yep.
Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow, has the really long, really straight red hair.
Okay.
Picks up Cap. The one German scientist is in like the big computer farm underneath an army base that Captain America goes to.
Okay. I've probably
It's where
seen
they
it, I'm
find
just
out that
confusing it.
Hydra is in Shield.
Yep.
Gotcha.
That's when like Fury's in it and stuff. It's a very good movie. But yeah, my number 1 is
No Way
No
Home.
Way Home.
It's gotta be.
Robbie's gonna shit on my list.
I can't wait. Let's do it.
So you guys said all of mine except one.
Okay.
And the one that is gonna be up there is the one that Robbie's gonna hate.
Cool. I'm here for it.
Number 5.
Yep.
Black Panther. The
Again,
first
I respect
one.
it. Very
Yeah.
good. Very good movie.
Number 4, Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Number 4?
Hey, listen. At least it's in the top 5.
True. I mean, that's
Number
fine.
not
3,
saying-
Endgame.
Okay.
Number 2, Doctor Strange Multiverse.
Of
And number-
Madness.
Thank you. I couldn't remember what it was. The full title. Number 1, Civil War. I really like Civil War.
Why would I top 2? Only your second one.
That's what I'm saying. I said like that's what it was
one that
scaring
you'd shit
me.
on.
I mean, if you had to take that out and put it with a different movie, what would you pick?
She wouldn't put a movie. She'd put
A show?
Yeah, Falcon and the Winter
WandaVision or
Soldier.
Falcon
Oh
and the
my
Winter
God.
Sol-
Yeah.
I
So
love Wanda. I'm loving this story behind her with her whatever.
Not here for it.
I can see that. But I also like Captain Marvel would probably be up there for me, but I also have not seen any of the
originals, the setup movies.
Oh my
like
lord!
no
Lead
Iron Man
on it.
movies,
None of the Iron Man.
no Captain America.
Captain America's.
The very
None
first
of
one I
the-
haven't seen.
Like the Builder
I haven't
movies,
seen
like the
Hulk.
Yeah.
I did
think
enjoy Black Widow though too.
Yeah.
That's new, not a
Sure.
like
I
any of
enjoyed
the
Black Widow too
original. Like I'm
for
pretty.
one reason.
Yeah.
Yelena. She's so hot.
Oh, so fan. Mm-hmm.
Marvel knows how to pick the hot women and hot men. Let me tell you.
Man.
When she does the whole like, how do you do that stance thing?
Yeah,
and she like goes
Why do you
down and
always
like
do the superhero
flip.
landing stance. She's like, I don't do that. She's like, yeah, you get down and you flip your hair like this.
Yeah.
Like, are you just trying to be like everybody else? I don't do that. You do that.
It makes me laugh every time I watch it.
I like the pocket thing. You see this vest? I got it. It's got so many pockets. Like that is pretty cool. It's cool, right?
Yeah. I did enjoy the fact
Fantastic.
too that their dad is like the comedic relief in it. They're like trying to be
He's so
serious,
good,
and he's just
yeah.
like, I don't care. Like I
Yeah.
know you guys hate me, but
Red Guardian.
yeah.
I
so.
think it is Red Guardian.
He was supposed to have his own thing.
Yeah.
Now he's part of the Thunderbolts.
Yeah. He's supposed to be part of the Thunderbolts. He's supposed to be like the leader.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be him, Bucky,
Elena.
Yelena.
the U.S. agent person, right? He's
Yeah.
in it.
Yeah. The general.
Supposedly they're making a Nova movie as well.
Yeah. They.
Cool.
I have the helmet somewhere around.
Yeah,
here.
I
in
think
the
it's
other room.
downstairs.
It's in the box in the other room.
Okay.
Captain Nova.
Okay.
It's just Nova, but I think it's
Yeah,
Captain Nova.
he's yeah. We don't even need to get into all that.
Yeah, we'll get into that later.
All right, that's gonna be it for this episode. Oh God, this puppy.
Sorry for all the tangents.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. We were trying to smooth things out and make it, less tangible, but we just can't do it. We talk too much. So we hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and we will see you guys after we see this movie, and we will see you guys in the next episode next week.
Have a great day.
Adios.
That is a weird way to go out. Goodbye, everyone.